It was it really was something to see that happen. First Brian does a great job with his team because they're out of sync with the injuries that they've faced, and I thought he had them so ready. It was hard for us to get good looks early, and perhaps we were a little impatient. And then when we did get to the lane, Miller just cleaned up everything. I mean, he's so mobile and big. And they were physical, and they made it very hard. They ran good offense. They hit a couple tough shots, but they had us reeling a little bit early. And then that point came, and I don't know if when we got a little bit of a lead it changed, but some of those steals, making our free throws, Joe hit a big three in the corner, and the thing just separated. And we played solid defense, but then we started making the extra pass on some ball screen stuff, and it changed quickly, and fortunately for us, because it's tough on the road. I told our guys that, but I think they're a very talented team, and they've just been hit by the injury bug, and that they haven't been able to get it going with Carter just coming back to miss that many games and come back. That's hard.
Coach, you look at the Tech had 25 rebounds. Normally they're a better rebounding team, so you did a great job on the board.
Yeah, that concerned us because we talked about hit and hold on the blockouts, because if you didn't, and a couple times we didn't, and that's when they got it. If you aren't airtight on your blockouts and trying to get after it, you're in trouble. And I thought our guys, we have a great guard rebounder, as his stats indicate, in Malcolm Brogdon. So he came back and cleaned up stuff. Akil's been rebounding Mitchell very hard. And then, I thought Anthony and just Darion gave us a great lift. I'm sure one of you guys will ask me about it, but that was an important part of the game for us to rebound, because they are terrific, and they go as hard as most teams we play against with their guys.
Jeff?
Joe hit the 2 3-pointers early, then he seemed almost reluctant
Yeah.
to come outside for the rest of the half and into the second.
Yeah, I thought we got him a couple good looks. I think what happened, he hit a couple, and he drew so much attention, they came flying out at him, and I think he felt the big guy coming out, and boy, someone's wide open. I think he hit Toby in the back of the head a couple times, but Toby was blocking out. And I said, Joe, I think you got to take those. I'll look at the film. I couldn't tell how open they were, but he's such a threat. And then he I think that was a dagger when he hit that one little action we ran in the corner. I don't know what that extended the lead to, but yeah, no, Joe was 7, yeah, so that was important. But yeah, you want Joe, but Joe, he lets it come. He really does, and I marvel at that. And again, sometimes you want him to look for it, but Malcolm's aggressive, Justin's aggressive, and then when we got in foul trouble early with London out, we were a little at times impatient, and I think that affected us. You don't get any more questions, Jeff. Or Whitey, sorry, Doug. All right, sorry.
Your post trap in these last few games, it's like it's led to some big steals where you guys get easy buckets at the other end. Have you made any tweaks to that? Are you doing anything differently?
Just trying to do it better. North Carolina made us look silly. And actually, even to start this game, we trapped. We might have stayed a little too long, and they hit a 3. Bolden hit some tough shots. They hit a 3, and with the post trap, our defense isn't a extending, super disruptive defense. It's position. It's tough. So that's the one thing in our defense that is disruptive, where we really come hard with big guys. But you're bringing 2 guys to the ball, so someone's open. So it's all about how quick your coverages are, and we've really tried to clean that up since the Carolina game. I don't know if you remember when they kept running to the rim and getting dunks on us, and we've been using it a little more on and off, using it as an off-speed pitch and just certain guys. But that was a key turnover. Malcolm got it. I think that's the one that, and we were funny in the timeout, so I said, all right, who's in, should we, shouldn't we? And I'm glad that it held up today.
Doug?
People have been saying that your free throw shooting was going to come back to haunt
you. Yeah.
You saw that 17 What have you done since that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, and Darion, I think that was significant. I mean, Darion, because he struggled just to step to the line and make those big throws. And Anthony, what was Anthony, 3 or 4? But as a team, Joe hit it a couple there. Malcolm, you want the ball in his hands. London, they're usually going to knock those down, you hope. But, yeah, those other guys, I think there's a stat someone said, Malcolm and London's stats, and then the rest of the team. But those other guys stepped up. We shoot them. We try to do different things. A lot of it's a mind game, but it's the reps and it's stepping the line, and we needed them. We really did.
Last week you get the game winner, and this week you go on a 22-1 run. How important is sort of developing a killer instinct for down the stretch of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think every game, I told our guys, look, you got 8 games left, counting this one, and it's like a step of stairs, and each game is equally important, and each game is very important, and you don't want to put one foot on the step and skip over another step. You put 2 feet on each step, and you just everything you got to play to the best of your abilities. And I think that's the mentality that has to happen. And again, you go on the road like here, it's a war. You can't. I always say you have to have an edge on the road. And we were in a fight. And again, we weren't particularly playing well. But as I said to start, Georgia Tech did a heck of a job. And you just keep hanging in there, and then all of a sudden you have a run like that, and things happen, and we capitalized on it, and we're fortunate. So different kinds of games require different kinds of actions. The Pitt game was different, as was the BC game. They reeled it in against us at the end, and then today we separated. So hopefully we're learning from all those experiences.
Take one on the right.
Coach, when you came to Virginia, you were the slow team in a fast conference. Now the whole conference seems to have come back to you. Why do you think that is, and what impact, if any, do you think that has on your team?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think each coach has their philosophy. I think you always look at it and say, what gives us the best chance to be successful? And this year we've been a little better because we have more balanced scoring. But I think you have to first start and win with defense in our program, and that's so important, taking care of the ball and doing those little things. And, you look, each team's unique with your personnel, and again, what gives you the chance? And if you don't guard, it's hard. I know that, especially on the road, you can't always ride a hot hand. As far as the league, I think there's some versatility, but yeah, it's funny. I remember when my father went to the Pac-10. It was such a up and down league, and then he came in there. Ben Holland came in there, and the league really turned into a somewhat of a half-court league, and it just different coaches have different systems, and I think it's whatever gives you a chance. And I guess looking at our league, it's there's probably a balance, but more than in the past, half-court oriented, and I don't know if it affects us positively or negatively. I just know we need to play a certain way, and that's our best chance.
Doug, and then we'll take a
How much do you think it helps coming back on the road today that you've already won 4 ACC road games?
Yeah, I don't know. That's road games are a challenge, and you got to be ready. You can't be comfortable, and I didn't realize Eric said that to me. That's our 5th road win this year in the ACC, right? It's hard to get them. So when you get them, you take them. And but to have had some past success is important. Anytime you do something and it goes well, it validates how you need to play the next time out. And we were a little shaky early, but I think our guys reestablished the formula for us and what we needed to do. And again, that was we're fortunate, and we played a little bit of a team that was not hitting on all cylinders, and I understand that, and that's why I think they're going to be solid as they get themselves healthy. I think another week or two, Georgia Tech's going to be really tough.
Take one in the middle on the left here, Tony.
Did Malcolm say anything important for him to come back and play at home? Is it a big deal for him?
We didn't talk about that, but it's always when you go back to your hometown where you played, grade school ball and high school ball, it's a big deal. Your family's there. I mean, a lot of his family gets to come and watch him, even when he's in Charlottesville at Virginia. But it's, I know he let, when we got here, we let him go, and I think he took a number of the players home, and his mom prepared something. I was actually going to blame her if we didn't play well. So, no, one of the guys said they had a great meal, but it was great for him to be able to that's what it's about. I mean, it's about your family watching you, being at a great place, and to have the success that he's having. I know it's very gratifying for his family and for him, and for him to be able to, like I said, come back here and finish strong. I know he won't be happy with some of the numbers he had shooting, but he's doing some other things that are helping us.
Okay, last question right here.
Regarding the way you guys close, obviously you played much better offensively, but you limited to one basket, no baskets over the last 9:30, I think.
Yep.
What did you see yourself doing?
I think they missed some shots. I think there was fatigue probably involved a little bit, and they did get some good looks, and they just missed some. They missed some free throws, and that played into our strength. But I thought we were bending but not breaking. We were breaking a little bit a couple times. We just didn't have any major breakdowns, and for the most part, they had to make a contested outside shot or in the post a fairly well-guarded one unless we trapped. And I think we just stayed the course, and then they got a little cold, and we capitalized on it on the other end.